Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Jerome Marshall. I'm the coach that's going to talk you through the 6 month strength and mobility online program. We're going to cover who this is for, what it consists of, and how it may be of benefit to you. Let's kickstart this. So, who's this for? So, we're focused on working with men who want to build muscle, unlock mobility, and develop true strength inside and out. Why is this important? You see, as much as we love aesthetics and the byproduct of, I guess, building muscle is strength, vice versa, it's important that we look at this from a holistic point of view, in the sense of the more we start to develop strength, the more we tap into confidence and self empowerment and just building a version of yourself that helps you shape your mental resilience with just life in general. In terms of the mobility, we want to promote movement in a way that allows you to feel free, reduce injury, reduce pain. And the combination of the strength and mobility, to me personally, is a no brainer. Like, why would you not? Yeah, they just complement one another. So, moving on to our coach pillars, of course, mobility, strength, and nutrition. I'll go through this briefly. So, with the mobility, the idea is to get free and to get moving, develop a strong foundation through fundamental movement patterns, dynamic mobility, and rope flow. If you're not familiar with rope flow, that's fine. Make sure you stay to the end. I might go through it a bit more. With the strength, of course, we look at compound lifts, functional training, and calisthenics to challenge your mental resilience and develop your entire body. Nutrition, now, nutrition is a big part because a lot of us, depending on what we do, tend to act from a place of convenience and impulse. You know, we have access to all these apps and we're like, okay, cool, Uber Eats or Just Eat. And it's just like we build a rapport of habits with all of these things and we start to form a lifestyle based on convenience. So it's important that we can enjoy these things, but there's a time and a place, because in order for you to get into shape and be the best version of yourself, you want to be able to manage all these external, well, not all of these external things, but when ones that are within your control. Okay. So I'm going to run through this fairly briefly. Phase one is from week 1 to week 6, and in simple, it is focused on movements, 6 fundamental movements to ensure that you don't go through this program not knowing how to hip hinge properly, not knowing how to squat, lunge, and this allows us to kind of look at those movements with a bit more detail and see what we can do to support you. Okay, movement, or should I say, phase two. We start to now look at some compound lifts and we introduce rope flow, which essentially is mobilizing the spine, a lot of mobility within the spine that will allow you to just move a bit more freely and support with your general mobility practice. Compound lifts, we start looking at bench press, deadlift, barbell squats, of course, within reason, if it aligns with your needs. Phase three is when we start to look at the functional elements and we start to incorporate the use of kettlebells and mobility, integrating the two aspects. And with phase three, there's a big emphasis on rotational training and a bit more complex movements. And we look at what's called unilateral. So, in simple, instead of having our feet parallel, we do a lot of staggered stances or split stance. And it just gets the core involved in different ways when it comes to creating stability and a strong foundation. And of course, the last phase, phase four, week 17 to 24, we start to look at more circuit style training, strength and conditioning, using what we've covered in our conventional weight training sessions, as well as our functional strength training sessions. And we find a way to just challenge you to a place where, you know, you're being pushed. Maybe you wanna approach it with power and just speed and just channel all this energy that you have. You've reached a point. You're what, month 6, so now you're ready to just go all in. Okay, so let's digress a little bit. So in terms of the online coaching program, we have strength training plan. We have a mobility follow along, which I think is vital, with a big emphasis on the hips. Rope flow tutorials, a nutrition guide. Of course, you'll get a monthly strategy call, an introduction to how to use kettlebells, unlimited message support, and this will all be done via a coaching app, which you'll receive an invitation to. Now, of course, I am an in person coach as well, so I have clients that I support in person and online. Um, I'm really focused on being able to deliver sessions in person, but also online, as I feel like it's a nice balance. And this is at the gym group in Sydenham. Um, and I'll go through like the packages in relation to this hybrid coaching. So what happens next? Depending on where you are, the first thing you need to do is you need to complete a client qualifier form. It gives me an insight to what you want, what you're looking for. Then we book a call, which is on that form. Then of course we get the ball rolling. We see how we can support support you on your journey and get you started. So when it comes to the actual packages, we have tier one, tier two. In simple, tier one is one session per week in person, along with online coaching. And online coaching in simple is unlimited sessions. Okay, whether it be lower body, upper body, full body on different days, it's all down to you. Tier two is for those that want to do two in-person sessions. And in all honesty, I just feel like tier two, it works better long term wise in terms of like the money that you're paying and the amount of sessions that you're gonna do in person with me will accelerate your journey, and of course the cost of it being £34 works out a lot cheaper. Final parts: find me on the following platforms: Instagram, Flow with J, TikTok, my website if you want to look at the packages, YouTube, and that's about it. So that brings us to the end. I hope all of that is simple enough for you to understand. Of course, if you need any support, please do give me a shout. My name is Jerome Marshall. I am a strength and mobility coach, and I hope to work with you soon. Of course.